Hey YouTube, it's Kitty Duke. This is the first time I've probably ever been videoed at all, and I thought, it's about time I actually show what I look like. Yeah, my hair is extremely short and just a mess because I cut it just a little over 2 weeks ago. My hair was about to the lowest point of my back as it could go, and that was because for the past 4 years I've been growing my hair out, and well, I thought it was time to get it changed, so I cut my hair. Okay, in this vid I'm going to be talking about a couple things, some things that some of you are just not going to think are important to you, but hey, to me they're important. First off, a lot of you I know probably don't even care what I look like, and you know what, hey, if you're still watching this vid, then obviously you have some interest, but for the most part, this vid is just to let you guys know. I probably won't have too many videos coming up because I have I have an entire house to clean, and I got like just about 10, maybe 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks to get it clean. So otherwise, I lose where I live. So yeah. Sorry if you guys notice I'm looking over. It's because I'm actually checking out my laptop. See, the biggest news I got right now is I'm revamping my Fortune Ladies deck again. For a lot of you guys are realizing probably by now, um, am going to be specializing in Fortune Ladies from now on. At least for the next probably few months, I'll probably be specializing back in Fortune Ladies again and again and again and again. My Aki senpai, who is not here at the moment, I'm working on a Fortune Lady build for her, which I think you guys saw that in like a couple vids back, but yeah, hers is going to be slightly different than mine. Mine is always continuously going to be changed. She's going more for the pure Fortune build for now until she figures out what style is going to work for her. She's the kind of person who uses like swarm decks and can just annihilate you with no problem. But you get her a stall out deck and she's just wiped out because she can't do it. Um, yeah. So any noises you guys hear is probably because my neighbors. Sorry about that. Uh, Not much I can do about other people. Anyways. Um, Sorry guys, my throat's a little dry. I've been talking a lot for the past few days with my landlord. Anyways, I'll probably have a video coming up shortly of my Fortune Ladies that I'm currently running. I found this build to work a little bit better for me, but I'm still not comfortable with it. One card I know a lot of people, you guys are going to keep saying, it's not really a great card for the Fortune Ladies unless you want to beat stick, is Fortunately Earth. But sad to say is I've come up where some matches where her burn effect has won me the match. Because my opponent forgets that, she's got a burn effect. Or my opponent had like skill drain out on the field. She hits the field, she's only 6 stars, 0/0. They go to attack her, I instantly hit their skill drain with my Mystical Space Typhoon, and they just ran into a 2400 beater. I mean, come on, guys, 2400 is not bad, regardless of whether it's got a burn effect or not. It's still 2400. One sacrifice. You can't really beat that too easily. Let's see. I know there was a few other things I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I can't quite remember them off the top of my head. The biggest thing is that I will be putting up some more vids about our decks once they're finished. Currently, right now, I'm revamping my my Crystal Beast deck, so as soon as I get the last 3 cards for it, I'll post up the vid. Um, I'm looking to try and get myself some 2 rare values and 1 crystal tree. That's what it was. Those are the last 3 cards I'm missing, because temporarily I can borrow my Aki Senpai's crystal release, and she's got no problem with that as long as I return it in as good a condition as possible. Sad to say. Anytime I ever go to a tournament, I'm wearing a hooded sweatshirt, cut off sleeves. Well, not cut off all the way. I mean, this is not cut all the way. It's just short sleeves. And I keep my deck right in my front pocket. So basically, where my hands are sitting is where my deck box is sitting. So, and I even reveal to my opponent. I open it up and I go, look, here's everything that's in it. I put it back in my pocket. I don't take it out of my pocket because I've heard so many horror stories about people getting their decks stolen, and I'm not going to become one of those. That's why usually if I do have a backpack, my backpack's sitting on the front of my chest, where I'm leaning against it the whole time on the table. I don't let it out of my sight, and if somebody wants to trade, I make sure either me or my Aki Senpai is right there watching the person. Sorry about all the movement, guys. I do have a tendency to just move constantly because I really don't like sitting still. A lot of you guys are going to say it's because I probably have ADD. And no, I don't have ADD. I'm just one of those guys that if I'm not moving, I get really bored because of the fact that I've got nothing to do. When you got nothing to do, you get bored and you do other things. Simple as that. Let's see, the last thing I wanted to talk about was I really needed to apologize about making this video late. This is like 2 weeks beyond what it should have been. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. A lot of you aren't going to care too much that it's late. You're just going to be glad that it's up. So, you know, the worst thing I could say is, hey, life sucks, gets in your way, and then you get around it and go on with it. So, yeah. What was I going to say? Shoot. For those of you that keep up with Pokemon, yeah, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player and a Pokemon player. I don't care what anybody thinks about that. I don't play the TCG game because, sad to say, is a lot of the restrictions took out my old deck. My old deck was a Sneasel Haymaker. I sold the deck when I retired from playing just before Wizards of the Coast lost the contract as the sanctioners of the tournaments and everything else. I sold my deck for about $300, and I got the $300 I wanted for it because of the fact that everything I had in it was hollow or highest rarity you could possibly get it, and the fact that I won my locals every time with it. Nobody beat it. I had one guy got close to it, got us both down to our last prize. I dropped Sneasel to my bench, powered it up. I had Chansey out in the front taking damage, potions, super potions on her. And then had a switch drew a switch, switched, went for beat up because I had a full bench. I ended up getting perfect. I got perfect on it. I just basically beat him up. Beat up theirs, had 3 dark energies on him, so most times my deck just completely outplayed my opponents. Yeah, that's a brief history of that deck, but I'm currently on, for any of you guys that don't know this, go to GameStop, reserve Black and White, because it's already being, able to be reserved for like the past 3 months. And if you're gonna go to the next generation, if you plan on going to the video game championships at all for it, don't plan on using any 4th through 1st gen Pokemon. Plan on using straight out 5th gen, because from what it looks like, from what Japan is going through with theirs, is it's gonna be straight 5th gens, meaning it's a straight out 5th gen only captures, meaning that almost no one is gonna know what they're doing. So yeah, go ahead and go out and reserve it at GameStop. Let's see, Target and Walmart don't have reserves for it. Usually they don't get it until like the month or two before it comes out, and it's due out in April, from what GameStop's saying. So go ahead and reserve it and get it going, because just a couple months later is when they're gonna start up the video game championships. So do just make sure you guys realize I know this has been said several times about 5th gen. Okay, there is no way to obtain it inside of the game, the Soldew, for Latias or Latios. But that's not 100% true that it's unobtainable. It is obtainable. For those of you that have the Pokemon Battle Revolution. Pokemon Battle Revolution has Soldew as one of the items you can actually mystery gift over. So go ahead, when you guys get the game, mystery gift it over. It's as simple as that. You guys want the Surfing Pikachu? There's your way to get it too. Magmar, Electivire, at the best stats they can possibly have, being adamant and modest. Electivire being adamant with the attacks they always recommend. That actually I think did come from the Battle Revolution originally. When people decided to start putting it up like that. So, you got 3 Pokemon that you can't get in the Shi region, in the, I hate saying the freaking US name, but the Unova region. I don't think that's the name it should have really had, but hey, what the hell. It's, Nintendo, Game Freak, whatever they want to do. Also, for any of you that have been watching the Japanese episodes of Pokemon, I know a lot of you are going to probably agree with this, but Ash, or Satoshi, as a lot of you probably would know him as, since you're watching the Japanese ones, every time he goes to a new region, he is a complete idiot and novice again. And I do not agree with that. Every time that he goes to a new region, he has to be stupid again. He's learned from his mistakes over and over and over and over again. And then as soon as he goes to a new region, he makes them all over again. Oh, sorry, I gotta crack my neck. As I've also noticed with the new series, Brock is basically not coming back. But Dento, or as a lot of people keep calling him Dent. No, his name is Dento. He is Brock, basically. He can cook, he can, do all the things Brock ever did, with no problems. Iris, I really think is an idiot, when it comes to dealing with other people, but seeing as she's a gym leader who hasn't told him that she's a gym leader, and for a lot of you guys now are realizing these are spoilers. For those of you that have already been watching the Japanese episodes, you're not really surprised about any of this. Best thing I can say to you guys is, when Pokemon's next season comes out here in the US, I really am not looking forward to it at all. Mainly because Ash, being as stupid as he is, over and over again, every time they go to a new region, is ridiculous. I'm coming up on my 15 minutes, so I'm just going to end the video here, guys. Do plan on seeing more of me now and then. Other than that, you guys just take care of yourselves, and I'm gone.